Hi, I'm Olivia O'Brien, and I just did an interview on the Zach Sang Show. We talked about my music, my tour, Coachella, my love life, but I didn't cry this time, so.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Before we get into this thing, I got to talk to you about Total Wireless. It is my cell phone company. I dig them. This interview is being sponsored by Total Wireless. There has never been a better time to move to Total Wireless. Total Wireless, total confidence. Sanchez is here. We got Dan here. And we have Olivia O'Brien in the studio. Hello, beautiful
I'm back.
women.
Yeah.
You're back with a lot to talk about and a lot going on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna give away some like deep secrets on accident.
Good.
You love that.
I
You
love it.
that.
I have so many questions. I'm excited.
Oh God.
I feel like you're in a very unique time in your career just based on the music I've been hearing. And maybe I'm crazy, but the results of my poor judgment, it is different than everything else you put out there before. Or it's the proper evolution, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as constantly going up, and not necessarily in like, like popularity or whatever, but just in, I just want to be constantly improving. And when I started, I was like 15, I had a Hate You, I Love You, and I had to like learn how to do stuff from there. Like I had to like start from the beginning after having a hit song. It was the weirdest thing ever. So I feel like I've just been constantly working on it and getting more comfortable with my writing and my singing. Like I used to not be able to belt. Like I was like so afraid to sing, and now I like will start screaming into the microphone, and like if I have a voice crack, I like don't care. And I'm more honest with my writing. I feel like I'm not as afraid to like just say whatever, and I don't care if people like figure out who it's about or like get butthurt. Like I just don't care. It's my honest truth. So
But that's all stuff that comes with time.
yeah, definitely.
Because you had to kind of reverse engineer a whole career based on a hit song like you mentioned. You definitely have risen to the occasion.
I think so. I like to think so.
I think the music's fucking awesome.
Thank you so much.
And again, maybe I'm crazy, but like I'm also down for the micro mixtape lifestyle.
It's so great because putting out an album, like a conceptual album, is so much work. And then I find myself like when I'm in album mode, like I'll take out a good song because it doesn't like conceptually fit with the album, and put in a song I don't like as much because it like works in my like idea I have in my head. And then you don't get to put out a song for like years almost because you're working on making sure everything fits together. Whereas like I make like a couple songs and I'm like, hey, let's put out another micro mixtape, and my label's like, all right, bet, and we just put it out. It's so dope. It's like the best way to release music ever. I'm so so happy I'm doing it.
And they're just kind of made up of random different songs that just, they're not linked together, but are they done close to each other?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. Like sometimes I'll write like the next one I have coming out, it's like a song I wrote like 2 years ago, and then one I wrote like 2 months ago.
Oh wow.
I wrote one, like the one I wrote 2 months ago, I didn't have anything that matched with it, and so I was like, let me look back into the archives, my Dropbox with like hundreds of songs, and I found this one old song that I was like, holy, this is like a perfect match. And I loved the song. It just never came out for whatever reason. So it's great because I can kind of find like old stuff and match it with the new stuff, and yeah, it's fun. It's like a puzzle.
That's going to be on the next micro mixtape. Do you go back and rework that record when you find it?
Oh, definitely. Like I'll redo vocals and stuff because my voice has even changed so much. Like I'll listen to my old songs and I'm like, oh my God, I did not sound like that. It's so scary.
When I'm listening to the results of my poor judgment, the songs do sound attached, right?
Yeah, the theme of that is supposed to be like big hooks, kind of like pop punky, guitar-ish. I mean, when I say pop punk, it's like it's still pop music. It just has like a little bit of a feel of that, like with the guitar and I'm kind of screaming in all of the choruses.
Sad Together is so raw and honest, but it's also really anthemic.
Thank you. Yeah,
Like
we did gang vocals, like me and so I did it with 2 producers and a writer, and we were sitting there like screaming and the thing, like doing all the gang vocals, and it makes it so big. That's like my favorite to do.
It was a huge song, but it starts very intimate and really personal.
It does, yeah.
How does that song come? Like, how does it start?
Well, that song, it started with, I had the first lyrics in my notes. What is it? It's like, I would never kill myself, I'm too afraid to die, but to say I'd never thought about it, that would be a lie. It was just about, I don't know, it's kind of similar to lyrics in my song Empty. That's like my like depression song from back when I was like not okay. But yeah, I just had that note in my phone and I was like, let's turn this into something. And me and this girl, Maddie, we just like, I don't know, it happened so fast too. She just like, I like when a song comes together in like 20 minutes. Like it's the best thing ever because you're like, you just know it's good because it feels right, it feels natural, it just comes out. Like that's how that song was.
because from where I'm sitting and listening, like it sounds like the story of the song is like essentially making it clear that everybody's kind of more alike than they are different, and like everybody feels sadness no matter who you are.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it wild to see a lyric that for you was really personal, right? Just the, you're too afraid to die, but you've thought of it. See it turn into a song that kind of brings everybody together?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like I'm in a place in my life right now, at least. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm depressed anymore. Like, obviously, I still get sad and I still have moments where, like, I'm upset about stuff and whatever, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And so when I'm writing about being sad, I'm not in that dark mindset anymore. So I kind of try to put a little bit of a light spin on it. And that's what I was kind of trying to do with that song, because I didn't want to write another empty, because that's not where I'm at in my life. So I wanted to kind of be like, yo, you can be sad sometimes and it's fine and everyone feels like that. Like, let's just be okay.
Together.
Yeah, let's be sad together. So
Josslyn is something else. You don't really know a Josslyn. Or are you Josslyn?
It's a song.
Is Josslyn a real person?
It's about a real person. It's not the same name. This is my thing about that song. Is when I release it, everyone's like, who is that? Who's Josslyn? F- Josslyn. That perpetuates the stereotype that or the idea that we should hate like the girl that someone like cheats on you with, where it's like the song isn't about her at all. I'm just saying I hope it was worth it, like cheating basically. It's like it's not about it, like if we should be mad at anyone, it should be the guy that the song is about. Like I like Josslyn. She's sick, bro.
So you're friends with Josslyn.
No, I'm not. I'm talking completely metaphorically here. I'm just saying like if you shouldn't hate the girl that someone like cheats on you with. Also, I wrote that song and I thought the situation that happened was a different situation. And I later found out details that like weren't. It's complicated, but it's not about a real situation. It's about something I kind of thought happened, and then it.
But the song is too good. Do you find out? Do you find out after the song is written that you got the details mixed up?
Yeah. Well, basically, I found out that this guy I was talking to like hooked up with someone else, and like we weren't dating, but we were like exclusive. Like at least, I mean, that's what he told me. And then when I found out, instead of asking him about it or asking who it was or whatever, I just didn't talk to him for a whole month. Like I just didn't say anything, nothing, not a word. So that's why I didn't really have my information correct.
Got it. You just shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you ever ask him if it was worth it?
No, because I don't care to know. Also, like I don't know. I got over that situation actually shockingly fast. I feel like it's the fastest I've ever gotten over someone that I like actually cared about, which either I'm desensitized to emotion and I'm just like can't feel anything anymore, or
get out of here,
or I'm maturing and I'm growing up.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm getting better at I don't know, getting over stuff.
You're becoming an adult.
Yeah.
You've experienced a lot more in your life, so you realize like what's worth giving it time and energy to,
yeah,
and what isn't.
And also like when someone does something, like I saw the way this guy treats women, and it really opened my eyes. I was like, damn, like just to other girls too. Like I've just seen it, and I've seen it up close so many times because I've been friends with him afterwards for a while. And like it's disgusting the way he treats women. It's really disgusting, and it made me not like him anymore, not care about him, because I'm like that's just not a good person. And like I can't even like you because you're just a terrible human being.
I like this movement of pro homewrecker. Like don't blame the homewrecker.
I mean, if they
blame
don't
the guy
know,
who built the home, I guess.
Yeah, if the girl doesn't know, you literally can't be mad. Like you just can't, especially when they're like sweet talking them. Like you know how those guys are. Like you can't even like. That's why I get almost mad when people are commenting like Josslyn. I'm like, no, like we should be mad at the guy I'm singing to.
Well, the guy will flip it on the Josslyn.
Exactly.
And that's why.
And so many girls, like, that's what guys are so manipulative. Like, I know so many girls that will, like, get back together with a cheater and then, like, hate the girl that they cheated on them with. I'm like, where does this make sense? Like, let me know where that makes sense. Like, they're the person that broke your trust. You weren't in a relationship with this girl. They don't fucking owe you. Even if they did know, they don't. I mean, yeah, it's not the nicest thing ever to do to someone, obviously, but, like, they don't owe you anything. The guy is the one who made a commitment to you. So why are you? I will never, ever understand why people take back cheaters. Like, it's my number one, like, pet peeve.
Have you ever been tempted to?
I've never, like, actually been fully cheated on. Like, it's always been, like, when I wasn't really in a relationship with someone, but, like, we were exclusive, but we weren't, like, officially dating. And so then they're like, it wasn't cheating because we weren't we didn't have a label on it, even though they were like, you're the only girl. And
It's still
whatever.
cheating.
Exactly.
It's
But like,
100% still cheating.
but I would never,
confirm.
I've never taken back anyone who did that to me. It's just not, it's messed up. I would never do that.
Good. Nobody has time for that.
I've watched my friends do it so many times, and it literally like blows my mind.
Which it's surprising because I'm assuming at least I've seen your friends out socially sometimes. You and your friends are catches. You are beautiful people. You have a lot to offer to this world and to many other people. So why would you keep going back to the same?
That's what
thing?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I'm always the person. I used to like one of my best friend and roommate. Like he took back his cheating ex-boyfriend like multiple times. And this one time I got so fed up, the guy had slept over, and I walked into his room, and I walk in and I start screaming, Drew, you're so stupid, how dare you take him back? And the guy just goes under the covers, like hiding from me, and he refused to come back after that because he was so afraid of me.
You're a good friend.
But also, like, I stopped doing that because I realized that no matter how much I yell and scream at my friends about it, they're not going to listen to me because they're under this weird spell. Like, love literally makes people blind. And then as soon as like they're finally over it, they look back and they're like, I did what? Like what in my brain made me do that? Like it's like you literally can look at it when you're in love, you look at a situation and you see the facts, the obvious facts, and you just deny them somehow. You just ignore it.
Blinded by love is
literally
real.
It's like I'm watching it and it's like I'm watching a freaking science experiment. Like I'm like observing it like how is like what?
Do you take those stories in to write records about them? Do you learn for yourself from this stuff?
I definitely learn for myself, but it's hard for me to write about stuff that I don't personally connect to. I'm trying. That's something that I've been trying to work on because I need to stop ruining my own life for the sake of my art. Like I really do. This isn't going to last forever. This isn't something that has longevity. Like how many times can I get my heart broken before I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And also, now that I'm apparently maturing and getting over people quicker, how am I gonna be unaffected by love soon enough? Like, how much longer do I have before I just stop caring at all?
You're right.
We don't know. The clock is ticking.
Well, at least, maybe like as you mature, the bigger things will sway you or inspire you as opposed to the little things.
Yeah, and I think it's all about just my perspective, and I have to like just work on that because I've always been so like writing is my therapy and this is how I let out my stuff and whatever. And if I just like actually just try and sit down and really work on it, I think I can do it. So that's what I'm currently gonna try to do.
Challenge yourself.
Yep.
By the way, I have tremendous amounts of respect for you. One, because you're sitting on our couch wearing a Hillary Duff shirt.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Bravo.
My manager Max was like, "You need to wear the Hillary Duff shirt." I was like, "All right." Yep.
Respect to you, Matt. Also, I listened this morning to start my day, your cover of Complicated.
Oh my God.
It's my favorite cover
Thank you.
of the song of all time. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Have you heard her cover of Avril Lavigne's hit song Complicated?
No, I didn't know that existed.
Oh, it's fucking magical.
It randomly was in the After movie.
What? Is it a movie?
Yeah, what's it called? It's called After, but it was like based off of like a One Direction fan fiction story, and they like turned it into a movie, and it's like you've never seen all the like.
No, but now I want to watch. I love me some One Direction fan fiction.
I mean, they flipped it into like be about like it's not actually a One Direction fan fiction in the movie,
So
but
it's
it was
not
like
about
based off
Larry?
of this story that a girl. No,
You know
definitely
Larry?
not. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I used
do.
to be the biggest One Direction fan in the world. I had fan accounts. I was in Kik group messages with all these like random girls from different places in the world, and I wrote fan fiction. It was.
Do you
it was
believe
a
in
lot.
Larry?
No, because the only reason, I mean, not the only reason, but like they've spoken out about it so many times and said that it like hurts them to like, or at least I think Harry has, that it like offends them, and so I'm like, I don't want to like.
Oh, you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to perpetuate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Now I know we're going to black out this whole last part of the conversation. I never want to insult Harry Styles ever.
Ever.
I love him.
I love Harry Styles so much. He's literally. I swore I was gonna marry him. I was like, all these other girls, they really think they are. They really think so, but I'm actually gonna do it.
Have you met him yet?
No, I haven't. But he met my friend Kelsey, and
Were you expecting Kelsey to hand over your headshot to him?
no, they were at a party and they were eating Chick-fil-A, and they'd had like a 5-minute conversation, and it was like so random, and she just told me about it and was like, I'm in love with him, and I was like, okay, and like, are you ever gonna talk to him again? She was like, probably not. Like, great. But that's like, I feel like I almost don't want to meet him because I just have such high expectations. I just would never want to ruin it. I'm sure he would be super nice and everything. I just like, you can stay over there and be my fantasy, and I will be over here by myself.
I totally understand that. But I think you would actually like You know, they say don't meet your heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Harry's somebody I think you should meet. And maybe being in the same room as him is
Harry,
all.
if you're listening.
Being in the same room with him is all it might take.
Yeah. You never know.
You're strikingly beautiful.
Thank you.
You walk into rooms. You attract eyes. And I mean that with love. I think I told the story the last time you were here. My friend Dylan still talks about the first time that we met you because he was so moved by the moment.
That like blows my mind. I grew up ugly, so like I still like inside I'm just like I'm ugly. Like I mean I don't think I'm like actually ugly, but like I just never. Also, all my friends are like hot Instagram models, so I'm always just kind of like the whatever. What? I don't know. I just don't like to think of myself as like a hot person.
Oh my God, you should live in my body just for a
Stop.
day. Yeah, you'll hate it. Stop is right.
No.
It's
You
rough.
say you grew up ugly?
Yes, we talked about my nose job last time. Remember when you made me cry?
Okay.
Are you forgetting?
No, I remember.
Our moment that we had.
But I don't think
And I
that
was
makes
so
somebody
mad.
ugly.
Well, I was ugly.
All right.
Guys used to like talk to me as a joke, like to their like they would like Snapchat me and be like and like try to flirt with me, and then they would like tell their friends and like laugh about it. That's how ugly I was.
Well, where are they now, idiots?
Exactly.
They-
But you know, also if I was never bullied, I would be probably so lame. Like
Totally.
it builds character. Having divorced parents, getting bullied, being ugly, all builds character.
By the way, I have all three. Trifecta over here too, sister.
You are not ugly.
Where are you? What are you looking at?
You're crazy.
Because if you're looking at what I'm looking at
I
in the
won't
mirror
stand
sometimes.
for this self-deprecation.
outta here.
Only I'm allowed to do that.
I look at myself in the mirror once a week for about 30 seconds, and when I check in with myself, it's something. It's something. But you went to Catholic school, which that's something we also share. Did you go up until high school?
When I was really little, I went to Montessori school, which is like
Me
super
too.
weird. Really?
Yeah, I
Oh
went
my
till
God.
kindergarten, and then I went to Catholic school.
I went until second grade, but then I kind of did second, and we didn't have grade. It was years, so it was second year, but it was like basically second grade. And I did second and third year kind of together because I just like was more advanced for my grade, I guess, and I just did that.
Pinkies
You know.
out.
But then I went to Catholic school, and I skipped third grade, and then went into fourth grade, started fourth grade there, and then fourth grade through my first half of my junior year of high school, I was at Catholic school, and then I did independent studies, and then I just stopped going.
And you had a really good GPA. Like, you were really smart.
Yeah, when I dropped out, I had a 4.5 GPA.
Wow. I had like a 2.2 up until when
Really?
I graduated. Yeah, I barely made it.
Well, look at you now, though.
Look at you now. You had a 4.9 GPA or 4.5?
I was not a 4.9, not that crazy.
But you're still striving, thriving. Jesus,
Thriving?
I can't speak. But I mean, that's a big deal. To turn your back on something you're clearly good at, which also happens to be the path that society has kind of laid out for
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, that's a big deal to turn your back on all that.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm not gonna say I regret it because I don't at all, but like sometimes I'm like, what would have happened if I had just like kind of tried to do both? It would have been really hard, but like I don't know if I had just been like I'm gonna still go to college or I don't know. Who knows what would have happened? I literally wanted to go to Harvard. Like I wanted to. I changed. I think I always in my heart knew like that I wanted to like do this. So, but it always felt so impossible that I was like, I want to do this and that and that, and I would come up with all these other things. And it would change like every year. I would want to be a new thing. So I think that kind of like proves I never really had any other real passions other than this, like writing. It's always something I've consistently always done and always loved. So, but also actually, I think if I did go to college, I would want to be like a psychologist. I love psychoanalyzing people more than anything in the entire world. It's my favorite thing ever. Like I just love people and like knowing what makes a person like act the way they are, like what trauma they've been through and why. Like, ugh,
But by
I
the way,
love it.
This should make you a good writer to write other people's stories. Empathy
I know.
is vital.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about going back to school? Or have you thought about it in like the last couple of years?
Yeah, I want to get my GED at least, but then it's like, I don't know. There's no point. And like school was so easy for me. Like it was, when I was like my last year, so my second semester of my junior year, I was like teaching my pre-calculus class because my teacher, like my honors pre-calculus class, I would be like, no, actually this is how you do it. And the guy was like, oh, you're right. Thank you. I'm like it was so ridiculously easy for me that like, and I didn't feel like inspired by anything. I wasn't like, yes, I love this. I want to do this. And like, I feel like maybe if I went to college and I picked like a major that I was interested in, I would have loved it. Yeah. And or just something that I'm passionate about. But as of like where I got to in high school, and it just wasn't interesting to me, and I feel like I wouldn't use any of it in my life and like what I do now.
Which, by the way, is accurate.
Yeah.
Most of what you learn in high school, you don't use in life. They should start teaching you how to take care of your taxes.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have learned that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uncle Sam, he knocks once a year.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Well, you said, I believe, on Instagram that you would never write songs about Todd.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You love the hard questions. Well, Todd is great, but I don't know if I've told you guys about my tally mark tattoos.
No.
So these are the guys that have just like ruined my life.
How many tally marks we have?
There's 3. So this one I got in like 2017, 2016. And then this one I got in 2018. This is the guy I wrote my whole album about. And then this one is my newest one. I stick and poked it on myself when I was drunk in my room.
Jeez.
And that's not for Todd?
No, it's not for Todd. I've never dated any of these guys. I think with Todd, like I don't want to sound mean at all. Like he's a great guy. He's so sweet. But when I think I just really wanted to like give the nice guy a chance and like date someone and be very like accept love from someone, because I'd never done that before. I'd always gone for like guys that treated me like garbage and like didn't like me at all, and that's what all of these are. So I was like, oh, I'll give the nice guy a chance and I'll be in a relationship. And it just like, he's so sweet, but it just wasn't right. And I think I just like let it happen for a while, and then I was the one who broke up with him, and I just like I didn't feel any like crazy emotions enough to write a song. I wrote one song called I'm No Good about him. It's about me being like and like not knowing how to like treat people, to like treat nice guys and like making people cry. So
So
But it's
Todd,
more about you than him.
yeah.
Todd doesn't deserve a tally because you broke his heart in a way instead of him breaking yours.
I don't want to say that, but like I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah. I did really care about him, and I always will. He's really sweet, but it just wasn't like something that like f***ed me up. You know what I mean?
Are like Josslyn, like is that song about somebody that's tallied on your body?
Tally number 3.
It's about him. Was it all in my head connected to tally number 3?
No, I actually wrote that song about no one. That's like the craziest. I was like super like not inspired by anything. It's when I was actually dating Todd, and I just like had nothing to write about because whatever.
He
and
was nice to you,
yeah,
and life was
nice.
good.
So I went back and I kind of tried to pull from like every past experience I had and just came up with a concept, and just it's kind of a combination of just like things I've felt in my life, and I wrote it with my best friend Drew. So like we just kind of used each other's experiences and stuff.
It's a great song.
Thank you.
Are you even looking for a relationship? Like, do you want one?
No, I don't think I could do it. It makes me like depressed because I feel trapped, and I like start crying and start thinking about like dying, because like when you think about being with the same person for like the rest of your life,
Terrifying.
so fucking scary.
Oh my
like
God,
it makes me shake.
That's all I want. Because nobody, like, that's all I want.
Maybe if it's the right person. I just need to be so intellectually challenged and stimulated like all the time that like if that's not happening, I like
Yeah, but
crave death.
you can get that from other places. You don't need to get that from your lover.
Yeah.
Like you come part from your lover, part from hobbies, part from following other passions.
I don't know. I just love like really people who are just like really, really fucking smart. That's like the number one thing. Like just like crazy smart. But then also a lot of those people are kind of evil.
Yeah.
How are they evil?
I feel like
Like
Smart guys are evil?
no, like I don't know how to explain. Not all of them, but like there's
it
just
could
like
be manipulative.
yeah, like
and-
like sometimes they're so manipulative that it comes off as like, oh my god, you're a genius, but they're really just like really good at manipulating you, and it makes and they like they have like the banter. Like I love like a good witty banter, like kind of mean. Like that's my
I feel like I gotta hook you up with Dylan.
who?
My friend Dylan.
Don't put her through that.
No, Dylan is great. Dylan is great. He's very, very smart.
Is he cute?
Yeah. Very handsome.
We'll talk later.
I'll show you pictures. And he's going to intellectually challenge you. He's incredibly smart.
She doesn't want
Very
a
fast, very
relationship.
witty. Well, you know, just if you want. He's crazy,
I don't
too.
want a relationship. I'll have like 5 relationships.
So is that really what you want? Is like, is the move to be free?
Yeah, I mean, I like having I don't know, it's weird. Like I definitely get lonely sometimes, and like I like to like kind of have people, but I don't like to feel. That's why I always kind of have relationships where there's no label, and it always
Yeah.
kind of means more to me than I think maybe it does to the other person, because like I don't want a relationship, but I want to feel like I'm in one kind of sometimes, like without the pressure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
By the way, I'm pro that lifestyle. I'm also pro being poly and having 1,000 different partners.
Yeah. I think I'll probably grow into like wanting a relationship more. I'm just so young right now. I'm like, I just can't. Especially when you're in a relationship and they like are talking about like, let's be together forever. Like, don't even talk to me about that yet. Like that's what really terrifies me. That's what makes me like be like, okay, like, so if I'm going to be with this person forever, is this it? Like, that's it, and this is my life, and I'm doomed to just be with this one person who's kind of boring for the rest of my life, and I'm just bored.
But you're a baby still.
Yeah.
What are you, 20?
You're only 20? Oh, John. Oh, God.
We hear you're hanging out at the Sway LA house.
Yeah, they're so nice.
A lot of boys not looking for commitment.
Are you insinuating something?
No, I'm just saying. By the way, I don't know if they're all going to intellectually challenge you.
Some of them are
Josh
really
Richards
smart.
might. He's
Some
very
of them
smart.
are really smart. Yeah. No, I actually really like all those boys. They're super, super sweet.
Is there an advantage to hanging out with them? Because like they're real popular, girl, you're following.
No, I don't like post about when I hang out with people, especially like guys. Like it's weird if you like post about. I don't know. I just don't because people will just think something's going on when it's not. Like I just genuinely like to hang out with like guy friends. I always think of like this old meme where it's like when girls say, I like to hang out with guys, it's less drama, and then it's like a gif of her being like hot dogs being thrown at her face. And like it's so not like that at all. Like I bring my girlfriends and I'll hang out with them with my girlfriends too, but it's just like it's just fun. Like it's not, I don't know. They're just really, really nice guys.
They're good guys, but I also feel like you walk into that house and you're like this mature, seasoned, been around the block.
She's only 20.
I know, but compared
But I've been
to
out
these
here.
kids,
I've been out here since I was like 15, so I feel like I'm actually like hella old.
I mean, they're children both in like how long they've been doing this and birth certificate land.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are like, I think there's a couple that are like 20, 21.
Yeah, one is 21.
I think Bryce turns 21 this year.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did say that.
What is it like at that house? Why do you go? Is
There's
it
no
dirty?
furniture.
Yeah.
There's literally no furniture.
It's
Well,
just a
actually,
big empty house.
they're slowly starting to kind of get furniture, sort of. It's very interesting.
No, that's called they're spending way too much money on rent and they can't afford their furniture.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation is. It's confusing, but it's like they're just super nice, and like we go and like I just like to like.
What you do it? That was the Renegade, I believe.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah, me and my friends like just like love TikTok and TikTok dances and think like it started out as like a joke, like it's cringy and it's funny, and then we were like and doing it every single day and we just love it. So
Who do we love on TikTok? Who's the cool? What's the haps? Who's cool?
I don't even know. I just go on my For You page and just like funny. Like I don't even have like any like favorite people really. I actually fucking love Emma Chamberlain's TikToks. They're so funny.
She's great. I
I
have
love
not
her.
watched her TikTok yet.
Best person ever. She just does the like TikTok dances and she hits them so fucking hard. Like actually.
Like, so is that what people want at TikTok? Do they want to see you? Do you want to see people do the dance as well?
No, but like it's just funny because it's her and like she does. I can't explain it. You have to watch. Like they're just like they're good, but they're funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
get
know.
it.
And like there's obviously like multiple sides to TikTok. Like there's like the people that blow up, like the Hype House and the Sway House and all those people. They do like the kind of cringy ones and the little dances and the like boy like and like that's like one side, and then I like the like more funny like stuff, like more Vine type energy stuff.
Do we like boys? Do we with boys?
Depends. I mean, I think I define boy like there's like so many different like things they could be, you know what I mean?
If you want to be intellectually challenged, but you're going to the Sway LA house to hang out with boys.
Like I said, if I were to be in a relationship, I'd want to be intellectually challenged. I'm not trying to be in a relationship right now or even do anything. Like it's strictly friend basis at the Sway House.
I'm just picturing you all like gathering around, like reading books and like talking politics and tax
Yeah, that's
code.
exactly what we do. Actually, no, I've actually had some like business conversations with them before, like fully.
Yeah, they are really smart.
Yeah.
Around.
Do you like living in Los Angeles?
Do I like living here?
Yeah.
I used to hate it, and I used to blame all of my problems on the city and be like, everyone here is fake and whatever. And then I realized that not everyone here is fake. If I'm here, I'm not fake. There's other people that are here like me. It just is a magnet for people that want clout. They want money. They want fame. And some people are in it for the right reasons. Some people are in it for the wrong reason. Just if you find the people that are in it for the right reasons and you have a close circle and you don't give your energy to the shit people, then it's great and you're fine.
Can you better now weave through the shitty and the
I can read people so easily, especially like I said, I like to psychoanalyze people. And even like some people that I will hang out with, like I just know to keep them at an arm's length. I know not to tell them my secrets, and I know that like probably everything they say to me is a lie. And I just accepted that, and it's fine. Like I know how to read people so well that I just like get it.
How do you feel that some people though may look at you just as like some LA Instagram girl?
That's fine, because if they meet me, they'll know that that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested in how you navigate. And like you just said, you understand people. You know, you read people. How long does it take for you to understand somebody?
I mean, it depends. Usually I'll have to have like a conversation with them, like about their life or just like random things that have happened to them. Because sometimes someone will outwardly look kind of mean, and then you'll talk to them and then you'll find out that they just are like very like monotone because they just don't care about anything because they've like been through in their life. I don't know. There's lots of different things, but I just like to talk. I'll talk to anyone for hours. Like,
The people you keep at arm's length, do you think they know?
honestly, not really. I don't know. I mean, I'm still like, when I say that, I'm like, I don't really have many secrets, so it's not like I'm very like holding a lot back. I just like, it's like people that you know you can't really like count on.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just, I don't know. I don't know what they think, but
LA's a blessing and a curse.
yeah, it really is. But that's why I'm like, when I hear people being like, this city just, this whatever, I'm like, yeah, like I'll make jokes about that, but if you genuinely believe that a city is the cause of all your problems, one, move away.
Yeah.
Two, it's not. So you need to take a second look at your life.
Can you tell me about Olivia O'Krien?
My second account?
Yeah.
Well, I deleted Twitter, and Twitter was my favorite place in the world. Which it was dangerous though, because I would go, like something would happen to me and I'd like go tweet about it, like subtweet, and it's just like so messy and stupid. And, like, why am I doing that? Like, write it in your freaking diary, Olivia. Like, come on, let's just keep it to yourself. No one cares.
It's not the same though.
It is, yeah, it's not. But yeah, I don't know. I just needed to stop because it just was like, and also the thing I didn't like about Twitter, like on Instagram or whatever, like I can just delete a comment. I can delete a DM. On Twitter, if someone's tweeting about me, I can't delete it. Like it just keeps popping up and I keep seeing it and it just like makes me sad. Yeah. So I just can't be on Twitter, like whatever, I just can't do it. But I used to love Twitter and just the idea of it, and I could post whatever I wanted whenever I wanted, and it's not like Instagram where if you post 20 times a day, like your people are like confused. So I made a second account that I could just post whatever I wanted, and if I was having feelings I wanted to share, like I could share them, and yeah, I don't know.
Olivia O'Krien.
Yeah, I saw Olivia O'Krien had to address a comment that you made that you said you hate all straight guys.
Every time I was posting like anything about straight men, it gets deleted as hate speech. And also, people will make entire hate accounts for me, entire hate accounts. Post photos of me like before my nose job and like be like she's ugly, like I hate her, like whatever, like this one fan, this one guy, he used to DM me all the time, send me like these crazy DM, like long poems, like nice stuff, but then like randomly would say something mean. And then one day, and like it was just in my DM request, and I just kind of started to know him because I would see it all the time. So I was like, here he is again. His name was Philip, and I was like, here's Philip again. And then one day he said something that was so fucking mean. I opened the DM and he said like something about me being ugly, and I just said, I'm beautiful. And then he like went off and was like, you're a horrible person. Changed his entire account into a hate account for me. Posted a bunch of different photos of me, edited ugly, like posted like zoomed in, like the craziest shit I've ever seen in my damn life. And I went and I reported it from like all of my different Instagram accounts. I reported it as hate, and I got like, after like the 6th time it worked, but the first like 5 times I reported this account, it said, we found that this account does not violate our community guidelines. I'm like, oh, me saying I don't like straight men is hate speech, and got my account almost deleted. But someone making an entire hate account dedicated to saying that I'm ugly, oh no, that's fine. That's Instagram values. Like, what?
Philip.
Make it make sense.
Get a life,
Yeah.
Philip.
Do you let those comments affect you though?
I used to for sure. And now I'm like it sucks, and I wish people weren't like that. Like I really do. And like I wish people realize that celebrities have feelings, and like not that I don't want to call myself a celebrity because like I'm like a C-lister. I don't
You're
know.
no Hillary Duff.
No, I don't. But what was I saying? Oh, I want to say it doesn't affect me at all. It affects me a little bit. It kind of depends on my mood and the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Definitely not as much as it used to. Definitely not. And like I feel like I'm just more confident in myself. So when someone says something, if it's something that's genuinely just not true, I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's the point of this? Like what? Like, and people just have their own. And they don't know me. Like that's the thing. They've never met me. All they see is what I put out on the internet. And everyone has a different perspective in life in general. So they might see something and they see it differently than other people, and it might piss them off for some reason, and that's fine. Like, whatever.
It was a sad fucking summer. That was the first micro mixtape in November. Only 2 songs. Those 2 plus the 3 that just came out will equal a tour. February 25th it starts.
Oh man, that's soon.
I know.
How you feel about that?
I'm really stressed out, honestly, right now, because like I just started rehearsal and I'm like dying, but I'm excited. I'm always excited to go on tour, and I think this is a good time in my life right now for me to go on tour. I was feeling kind of like in a funk a little bit the past like a week ago. I was feeling like kind of really weird and just like off, like something just wasn't like, I felt like I wanted to travel or do, like I just felt like stuck in like this weird, not necessarily sad, but just like this weird feeling I can't even explain. And then in the past week it started feeling better, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to like go on tour, and just like I hate feeling like I'm just like in the constant same routine that I'm always in, and like when I'm home and just like bored, and all my friends have like boyfriends and do their own and like I just like to like I want to be able to go see the world and like not have anything holding me back or tying me anywhere. Like, I don't know.
So do you want tour or do you not want tour? Because a tour is an obligation.
No, I do. No, but you're like, but I get to go out and see stuff, and I don't have to be in my room, and I don't like have to say no to people telling me to go to Hyde every Saturday. Like it's
a different kind of routine.
Yeah, it's not even a routine technically, because like you never know what's gonna happen. You never know like what kind of like food places will be in the city, or like that sounds like such a stupid little thing to care about, but like
it matters.
Yeah, it's just like it's interesting, and it gives me a different perspective on life, and I love meeting fans. Like that's my favorite thing in the world. It's just like it just reminds me like why I do what I do, and because sometimes like we were talking about hate on the internet, like when you see that, sometimes it's all you see. Like it just gets to your head, and like the nice things in writing just kind of go in one ear out the other.
Totally.
Not all the time, but like when I'm in a certain mood, if I see like hate comments, that'll affect me way, way more. But then in real life, you go and you see these people and they're really like looking at you like crying, and like it just like warms my heart like more than anything ever in the entire world. It's the most beautiful, amazing thing, an amazing feeling. So I'm really looking forward to that and just connecting with fans and stuff, because also my fans are like little mini me's. Like they all feel the same that I do, and I just like want to protect them so bad. And I just, I don't know.
I mean, these micro mixtapes are going to be really different when it comes to performing. I feel like these are really beautiful. They're beautiful raw records that matter. Like sat together to hear the audience sing that back to you. It's gonna be cool.
I know. I was rehearsing yesterday, and I was like, and this is where I go. And I just put the microphone to the crowd, and they can sing for me. Because I feel like that's such a song that you like sing together. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think performing is like these songs is gonna be kind of another level for me, because they're just more like Josslyn. I'm so excited to perform that, because it's just so like, I don't know. I want to bounce around.
You should put Josslyn's photo as the backdrop for that song.
No,
Oh.
I'm good. Thank you.
Will the head lyrics stay in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it out.
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, maybe it's an all ages show, and there's a 7-year-old in there who's like, "Oh, your head."
Yeah, well, they don't know what that means.
No, they don't.
Never mind. I was listening to like Flo Rida when I was 7, and like didn't know what it was actually about.
Apple bottom jeans.
No, what's the song? You spin my head right round, right round. When you go down, like that's about that.
Fellatio?
Yeah, and I had no idea. I was like, hey, like.
Oh.
Oh, Dan just learned something.
I never put that together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'll listen to that song later.
You're enlightened.
Yeah, you're playing Coachella though. How's that? Is it exciting?
I'm so scared. All of my exes are gonna be there. They all told me like one of them, this one, number 3, he said he was gonna stand there with a sign that had the lyrics to the songs I wrote about him. I was like, please don't. I will have security escort you out, even though I don't have that power, but I will somehow figure out how to do that.
Wow.
Who is number 3?
Like I would tell you.
I don't know.
You got a big mouth.
I mean, only in front of this microphone. Are you prepared to have like tally marks all the way up your arm? Like, I hope that doesn't get to that point.
It's honestly really hard to become a tally. Like, think of like the first one was when I was 16, and then this one was when I was 18, and this one was when I was 20.
All right, so every 2 years you get a new tally.
Yeah, but then hopefully in like 4 years I can find the last tally, the one. But like, hopefully they won't even be a tally because they won't break my heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're not a tally until you like ruin my life. No, actually, it's what it is. It's really like about writing songs. It's about like who my muse is. Like I've written like full album about all of these people.
Wow. So this person knows these songs are about them.
I'll send them to them. I sent the last guy. I sent him a Dropbox that said thanks for the content, and it was like 15 songs about him.
Wow.
And then I saw him again. He was like, Olivia, I literally hate hanging out with you because I know you're just using me for content. And I was like,
ooh,
you're using me for other stuff. So,
boom. Do you go track by track with this man after he listens, or do you just?
He like sent me like an analysis. I was like, so what's your favorite song? Like as a joke, like literally joking, completely joking. And he gave me like he sent a paragraph, and he was like, this one is my favorite because I love the melody, blah blah. And he was like, I might be biased because like I know the story, but like I'm really connecting with these. Like I think you should. Are you gonna make it into an album? Like what's the deal? I was like, I was literally joking. Like I was joking completely, just sending this to you as a joke, and he has no emotions whatsoever to be able to completely just be like I'm like roasting him in the songs, and he's like, oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, but like, what kind of ego does he have?
Oh, the biggest ego I've ever seen in my life.
That you give a shit about his analysis of records about.
I don't. I really don't.
Of course not. But he assumes that you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who is this man? Is he in the industry?
What industry?
Does he sing?
I don't know. No comment.
No.
I have to Google something.
No, don't Google anything.
Good luck. Tour starts off in Santa Cruz, California, February 25th, and then it ends a little bit a month later in Portland, Oregon. It was a sad fucking tour. But you don't even know. It hasn't even happened yet.
But true. I just thought it was cool. Like it was a summer. It was a tour.
That's good.
I'm smart. Whatever.
I'm excited to see you at Coachella. And I say that like I'm going to Coachella. Yeah.
Are you not?
I mean, I'm going to manifest it right here, right now.
You need to go. I'm telling everyone, I'm like, if you don't go to Coachella, it's so rude. Come to I'm probably going to, I don't even know what time I'm playing yet, but I'm probably going to be on at like noon. Like, come through. Everyone's going to be at like the Bootsy Bellows Coachella party, and I'm going to be like singing to like one person. Thank you, Coachella. Like one person's like, woo. Whatever. It's a vibe though. I don't care. Like, I could literally go on at 8 a.m. and I would be like, I'm playing Coachella. This is the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm so excited.
Have you gone as a fan before?
Oh yeah. Wow. But I missed last year, and Tame Impala played, and Kid Cudi, and like I'm so sad that I missed it. I was on tour. I was literally crying. I was in my hotel room alone crying, like listening to Tame Impala and like watching people's stories and like literally bawling my eyes out. It was the most dramatic thing I've ever done. But I was touring last year so that I could play this year. Like that was the goal, and we did it. So I'm like, it was all worth it.
I thought you can't listen to Tame Impala.
I can't listen to Tame Impala. No, yeah, I can.
Okay, well the lyrics said you can't. So.
Did one of the check marks ruin it for you?
Yeah, one of them showed me Tame Impala, and then actually when the new album came out, I listened to it with him, so.
What? Why would you do that?
I like to recycle, you know what I'm saying?
I guess. It's better for the earth.
You were just talking about how you, never mind. Getting back with exes, and like, what if you get back with an ex and you're gonna like.
Yeah, but they didn't cheat on me.
Oh. Okay.
Number 2.
Don't get back with a cheater.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Number
okay.
2 introduced you to Tame Impala. Got it. Did you figure out
their numbers?
Did you figure out who number 3 was?
No, I can't. I can't find any names. All I can find is like, are Olivia O'Brien and Corinna friends?
We are.
Oh.
Randomly, we started hanging out like a couple weeks ago, and we didn't realize that it was like we saw Todd at Saddle Ranch, and we didn't realize that like he didn't know that we were friends because like it's so normal to us now, obviously.
What?
So we were like talking and like saw them, and we were like. They rolled down the window, like him and Jeff, and we were just hanging out, and then he was looking at us so confused, and we were like, what's wrong? And then we were like, oh, you don't know that we're like friends now. But she's so cute. I love her.
Were you guys not friends?
It's not that we weren't friends. We just like didn't really know each other, and then like I dated Todd after she did, and people like loved to turn that into like some crazy drama thing. So like we never like became friends, but then after everything, we were just like, hey, we have a lot in common, like let's be friends and hang out. And now like we FaceTime every single day and like hang out all the time.
And you guys have helped revitalize Saddle Ranch. So True blessings to this earth. Thank you.
But now every time I go, it's so scary and crazy how it's just there's so many people there. I blame David for vlogging it.
Yeah.
Because even when I started going, a couple years ago, I started going back there, and it we would bring all of our friends, but it wasn't crazy. We could walk around everywhere. We had the whole place to ourselves.
It was low-key.
And then now it's
chill.
Yeah.
That was the first restaurant I ever went to the first time I came to LA. And now I can't even go there.
Yeah. I used to go there and eat ribs with my friend Lizzie on karaoke night. We would just sit there and eat ribs, and there'd be 3 random old people doing karaoke, and there was no one else in the entire place.
And that's called joy, okay? That's called an escape. We've covered a lot here. Olivia O'Brien. Go to the tour, February 25th. It starts. No, wait, we do have another micro mixtape coming.
We do.
Is it coming pre-tour?
Mid-tour? When? No, after tour? After tour, pre-Coachella.
Got it. So between March and April. Wow, that is a nice little tight window.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Giddy up. Final thoughts?
I think we're good.
Any more really hard, tough, pressing questions? You really want me to admit all my secrets.
Well, yeah, I like when people come and talk. Recently we had somebody come and talk. They gave us so many great answers. You're friends with her, and she made us get rid of all of it.
Really? Madison?
No comment. We're in a fight.
No, we're not. And Dan might think that he's in a fight with somebody who doesn't give two shits about you.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Joke, idiot.
I'm just kidding.
How do you feel about Todd's song about Natalie? Did you listen to it?
I listened to 5 seconds of it, actually with Madison. But then we wanted to listen to the Tame Impala album, so we were like, let's turn this off. Yeah, I don't know what that deal is. I think it's very interesting. The drunk texts that were on the billboard seemed very similar to many texts that I have received from him. So I do believe that they were real. For sure. That's what he does.
But is he a musician?
No.
Okay, but Scotty Sire is a musician.
Yes. Todd can play a few chords on the piano.
Okay, so no.
He's trying his best.
Slow and steady wins the race.
No, he can play some songs on piano. He's not bad, but he's not a virtuoso.
He's not Elton John?
No, sadly.
Anyway.
All right.
Final thoughts? Good? We good?
Olivia, are you good?
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Nothing I say here can be held against me, right? In court, maybe? Okay.
No.
Olivia O'Brien, you're the best.
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you for having me again.
Hey, beautiful human, thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. A full interview is a lot, so we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.